Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. It's a single-game return to Minnesota for the Timberwolves as they'll look for a boost from their hometown crowd. And this is the first season matchup for them against this 76ers team. Now here's Young. Clock at 4. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. For 3, Harris. The outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big man up front.
Versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it and stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
Pass to Jokic. 6 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves working the ball around. And Jokic slings it in.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Outside Collins. Now Young. He's guarded by Russell. Young looking it over. Here's Beal with the 3. The rebound by Grant.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Pass to Russell. Over to the left wing. No good on the 3.
And I thought that was going to fly. Looked good from here.
And here's Jokic. He's guarded by Russell. Timeout called. First of the game for Minnesota. Now, here is Young. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Driving inside. Another miss by Minnesota.
And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosive. Still a handful to slow on.
Great with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan. It helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he once was, but he is still an elite level athlete. Doesn't only have to drop the hammer when he gets to the rim either. Very smooth at adjusting mid-flight to finish at the rim.
Now here's DeRozan. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Pass to Jokic. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Jokic just got his second bucket.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Sinks the three-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
At the elbow, Jokic. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he should play the ball.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man, Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Now, here's Grant. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
And I'll tell you, Antetokounmpo has evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
And so here is Philadelphia following the 3 by Minnesota. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And Collins has got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Anderson outside. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Porter in the corner. Three-pointer. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open three like that.
Back to DeRozan. Poke loose. The kick out to Anderson. And the 3 off target. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, Doc Rivers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We spoke about the unique challenges that Nikola Jokic can present. Coach said, we aren't used to dealing with a center that can create like Jokic. Sometimes we'll have to improvise on defense to keep up with him. They know how creative the Joker can be. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated.
This is as easy as it gets for Collins. Once he establishes position, the defense is tough.
Here's DeRozan. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Timberwolves passing it around. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Just a little too amped up here early. 2 fouls on him already. That's going to affect his playing time.
Now, here is Russell. For 3, Harris. Good on the 3-point shot.
Oh, man, tremendous pass by Russell. Great at whipping it around.
The kick out to Anderson. Collins in the post. Shoots the 3. A nice shot by Anderson. Anderson's got 6 points.
The will come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Talk about great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Out to DeRozan. Pass to Anderson. From downtown. He doesn't hit that one. The shot will not fall. A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. 76ers lead by 1. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Philadelphia.
The three-pointer has been a major weapon for them in early stages. I mean, they'd be smart to keep moving and working on the perimeter.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
No good from Grant. Timberwolves trail. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's foul number 2 for him.
I appreciate the aggression, but that's already his second foul. He's got to play it a little safer.
Now here's DeRozan. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Outside Beal. Anderson wide open. Good. Beal picking up the assist. Anderson's got the lead up to 2 now for the Timberwolves. And, you know, we often talk about Beal's skill set and his finesse. He can play a very physical game as well, Greg.
He doesn't have a choice. I mean, he had 4 brothers who all played football in college, so he kind of grew up around the physicality. And you can also tell Bill's taking his strength and conditioning seriously, especially after having the lower body injury issues earlier in his career. Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
They've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Here's DeRozan. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Outside for Beal. With the tip. Great positioning on the putback. Hunter's got his first bucket of the night.
And one thing about Hunter, it never gives up. You can see the focus and energy that he plays with on every possession.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Beal with the steal. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle.
And it's a challenge trying to guard Jokic from there. Adept at making you foul him on the way up.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
They've carried out a great game plan in the paint so far. Working it down low a lot and getting high percentage looks.
Yeah, and they've had a great start from beyond the arc as well. The three-point shot seems to be in rhythm.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you.
And that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last 2 possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense is instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. It's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Porter, no luck.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And it's Beal in the corner. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
There's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there. And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully Rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the Freak, Superman, what have you. And none of it feels like an exaggeration.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Here's Trent. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Outside, Beal. Clock at 6. On deep, Collins. Three-pointer. Anderson's shot is off. Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in. Some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
Beal from long range. That's a bucket. His third of the game. He shot the ball 7 times.
What a baller this guy is. I love watching Beal come right back with the payback strip.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Now here's Beal. 9 points in the game so far. There's the triple. Porter pulls it in. The 76ers trail by 7. Here's Giannis. Collins with some nice D.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Philadelphia. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Back to Harris. The tray. Another miss by Philadelphia. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Got that one up quick. Jokic just got 12 in the game.
His teammates keep giving him the ball in his favorite spots. He's done a lot for his shooters.
Outside, Porter. A 3-ball. Carries it from 3-point range. Porter's got a pair of triples in the second now for the 76ers.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
But these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game. You can see why after that sequence.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
And the first half is now in the books. Minnesota on top, up 10. And join us right back here after the break to the start of the second half. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And here's Anderson. 9 points in the game so far. And stolen by Russell. Oh, here we go with Robinson. Nobody back. Pass to Beal. Back to Nurkic. Outside for Beal. Traps in the tray. Beal's got the lead up to 13 now for the Timberwolves.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple. And we so often talk about the elite scoring, but Beal's playmaking is now reaching that same level.
Yeah, it just shows you how talented and unselfish he is. All he wants to do is win. I mean, that talent requires help from your teammates. So he uses his vision and instincts and ability to keep them involved.
6 attempts for him at the line. He's made 4. And the free throw, no good. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts in that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then. But I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Good on the triple.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
But when he's hitting from range on a consistent basis, it makes everything easier offensively.
Here's Trent. Takes the three. The shot by Beal, no good.
That's just a lucky break for the defense. Keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
This will be his 5th trip to the free throw line.
And free throw shooting has been an issue all game.
Timberwolves leading by 9. To the wing on the left. Here's Trent. Knocked loose. Hung outside. The Timberwolves going to get a shot off here. Beal from long range. Beal can't get that one to fall. The 76ers trail by 9. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Young, right side, beyond the arc, and Beal is good for 3. Beal's got 9 points now in the quarter.
After a sensational first half from beyond the arc, he's not slowing down here in the second. That's his 3rd three-pointer since halftime.
And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's his first foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Harris. Lets the 3 fly. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
And, you know, over time, we've seen Harris become much more assertive. Have to respect how much he believes in his jump shot.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They trail by 7. And he's going to get whistled for that foul. Gee, that was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And here's Harris from the arc.
Bill has quick instincts, so he's fantastic at getting his hands up to that shot.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority. As he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter, he's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Harris outside. Here's Giannis. To the wing right side. Grant drills it from outside. Grant's got 15.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
The way he's firing from 3 today, they're going to keep riding.
Trent can't hit.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Grant, that's good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Beal. They get a hand on it. And stolen by Harris. Giannis inside. Grant gets a wide open look. That misses, and a chance to tie it there. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
and he delivers another blow. Something's gotten into him this quarter. He's carrying them offensively.
For the three, and he's good on the three ball. And now 8-point Timberwolves lead. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Minnesota?
Well, they played a heads-up brand of basketball this entire game, and they've got the steals to prove it.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
Oh, my word. This is a shooting exhibition, a three-point barrage for them.
Pass to Porter. Got a piece of it. Drives to the hoop. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Just using those long strides to just kind of knife through the teeth of the defense. Porter daring them to hit him on that one.
Minnesota calls timeout. And the Timberwolves call timing. He can't hit the second.
Yeah, a former five-star recruit. We know about the talent level with Porter, but he's also a mature, hard-working guy. And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky that he couldn't come up with it there.
Group substitution now for Minnesota. 19 seconds left to play in the third. Out left to the wing. Just 3 to shoot. And it's Jokic missing. The shot, no good. Beal, he's been the guy making things happen for Minnesota. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Now Russell. Over in the corner, on to Kumbo. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Minnesota lead by 8. And the call will be against Harris. That is his first foul of the game. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
We're just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time that one might get picked.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Timberwolves with possession here, led by as many as 14 points. In the corner, it's Hunter. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Hunter's got the first points on the board here in the fourth for the Timberwolves. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
He's off on the first.
And the combination of athleticism and defense, Grant Range, is superb. A guy who you can depend on to compete.
Minnesota leading by 10. Jokic inside. DeRozan with it. Outside for Beal. Fires the 3. Porter pulls it in. And so Giannis will bring it up for Philadelphia. Stolen by Anderson. Jokic with it. Now defended by Grant. And Jokic slams it in.
And like the initiative where Jokic seen an opportunity to get inside and just attack.
Deflects the pass. Jokic with the steal. Here's DeRozan. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
Yeah, and they are demoralized now, guys. A careless play to turn it over and then slow getting back on defense.
Count it good.
And not just a jump shooter. Russell is also very capable at getting it done.
And it's Beal in the corner. Launches a 3. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Beal's got 34 points. Pass to Harris. 76ers moving the ball around. Back to Giannis. On the wing, Porter. 5 on the clock. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Here's Trent. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Beal gets a wide open look. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
So the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Well, we know the TV networks have brought more revenue, Greg, to the NBA. The expectation is for another bump when they renegotiate in 2023.
You know, at the same time, though, Kevin, with all the cord cutters out there, the league looking to make the game more accessible to those fans. I expect that to be a big part of this next deal.
Your tablet, smartphone, or computer. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Now here's Beal. From deep. It's Beal on the wing. Lets it go from deep. That shot, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And it's Giannis missing. Minnesota leading by 17. And it's Beal in the corner. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
It's really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Grant, right side, fires the 3. He's off on that one. Timberwolves go the other way with it. Pass to Jokic. Back to Beal. It's good from long range. Beal's got 40 points.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
And Giannis gets it to go.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Jacks up a three. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You see more teams doing this nowadays. We all are firmly entrenched in the era of the three ball.
Giannis is double. Back to Porter. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Minnesota.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Beal.
They needed someone to do the heavy lifting tonight, and he was their man, scoring every way he knows how.
Anderson the screen. Out to DeRozan. And stolen by Russell. That's tipped. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And the dunk by Grant.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Jokic's screen. Beal from long range. He can't get it to go. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice.